Hello, everybody. This is Swaverly, and welcome back to what may be the final episode of Nekopara Volume 4. So let's get into the story. I kind of moved some things around. I got a camera up there to record. So, yeah, let's just do this. And you can see the dog there in the background. How you doing, Marley? But let me get into the story. Oh, I missed that. That's when I hear the sound of the front door opening. Everyone's eyes go in that direction. Oh yeah, that's right, because Dad is on his way home. Sorry, Coconut. Hate to ask, but can we save the photo for later? Yeah, we'll snap a photo of everyone's smiles soon. Just give me a little time before that, alright? On the other side of the sliding door, my father's footsteps through the hallway grow closer. Many things, Chocola.
喧嘩じゃない。まあ、喧嘩じゃねえな。でも、グルメバトルにはなってるわね。
It's a food wars.
バトル展開？ぶつかり合う意地と意地、肉体と肉体、飛び散る血と汗。どうしてこんなことに？
I thought she said, "Why are you like this?" to Cinnamon. I agree. Why are you like this?
そもそもどうしてこんなことになったのかと言いますと、まずこれは親子喧嘩ではありません。ですが、兄様は父様に言われるがまま和菓子屋を継ぐことに疑問を感じていました。そして留学先で師と呼べる方に出会い、その味に魅せられ洋菓子職人の道に進んだのです。父様は反対こそしていませんが、その選択を正しいとは認めていません。というか、兄様の作る料理を全て認めていないと言った方がいいかもしれませんね。和菓子にも不足があると言っていましたから。兄様は父様に認められたいという気持ちがあります。それと自分の信じるみんなを笑顔にするお菓子をとそうした理由で兄様は今日のケーキを作ってきたのだと思います。
Sorry, I cut her off again. I apologize, and I have to clean my glasses off. There's a little bit of smudging.
おお、なるほど。
Nyalahoto?
理解した。まあ要するに意地だよな。
That's part of it, yeah. And also, the last two videos, apologies, I didn't really edit them like I thought I was going to do. Like, when I was recording them, I'm like, hey, editor, please do this. But yeah, things just kind of went weird, and a lot of things came up, so I just needed to post something, anything. So hopefully this one's edited. The sliding door of the living room opens. And here he comes. You know, now that I've met Benet, he kind of has some features of Benet. I'm going to keep going on the theory that Suhama here is Benet's son. Hey there, Dad. I promised to come today.
聞いてはいる。
ドキドキ、ハラハラ。
Today's Christmas Eve, so I don't want to focus on myself. I want to focus on family. Then again, even if it weren't a special day, I think it'd be best if we go along without any discord. So Dad, I brought a cake that I've poured my all into making today. But I won't force you to have any of it, though if you feel inclined, by all means. Did you already eat dinner, Dad?
出先で軽くな。
お父様ったらパーティーをやるって言いましたのに。
帰り道で少々冷えた。
Yeah. Then how about we get some hot tea?
こんなこともあろうかとお湯を沸かしておいたわ。さすがメイちゃんです。どうぞ。クリスマスティーですが。美味しいわよ、お父様。
紅茶か。こんな日だしな。
She's so serious.
カショ相変わらず気が利かないやつだ。
Why? What?
茶を出したなら茶受けを出さないか。
No chowke?
これはごくりとうとうその時か。
What is chowke?
来ちゃったの？茶受けって言うんだっけ？
I'm with Chocolate. What's chowke?
お菓子のことだよ。
Oh, okay. Tea and sweets. I get it.
今は外で暮らしてるとはいえ、ショコラも和菓子屋水無月の猫なのですから、茶受けぐらい知っていてくださいね。はい、ショコラ覚えました。
Chowke doesn't refer to just sweets served with tea, but also pickle food and other savory items. Considering the context, though, my dad can only be asking for one thing.
ショコラ、茶受けを持ってきます。ショコラが行くなら私も行く。
Appreciate it. Oh, that was the motion of them standing up from their seating positions. Neat. I was like, they got taller.
持ってきました。
Yes, there you are.
そんなに降ったら中のケーキが。
It's fine. I already thought of that with this cake. I pull the cake out of the box Chocola brings over. Ooh! Christmas cakes often get brought home by children, so I figured it'd be best to mitigate any accidents, even if it gets a little shaken up. That looks... I don't know what that looks like. It looks like a pink turd on a rock, but I bet it's delicious. What's with the gold on it? I present my father with the fruits of my labor.
ホールのケーキじゃないの？
A whole cake.
人数分あるやつですね。
Oh, it's cupcakes. While bigger, whole cakes have a better aesthetic. There are a lot of families who end up having a lot left over, right?
そういえばミルクちゃんのとこも2人分買ってたわ。そういえばそうね。
That looks like an actual photo that they just, like, put the cartoon filter on. That looks so freaking good. A whole cake would do, but I thought a cake you can eat on your own would be nice too.
これはケーキなのか。
確かにちょっと変わった形をしてるわね。初めて見る気がするわ。初めて見ました。まん丸です。丸い赤いニョロなんでしょうか。私は手伝ってたから知ってっけどな。おいしそう。これってわかった。花火じゃないかしら。
Firework? Yep, that'd be correct.
花火玉か。
I call it the hanabi.
お兄ちゃん、僕も食べていい？
I'm used to fireworks that are shaped like, rockets or tubes. I forgot that some fireworks are round. Of course you can.
やったー。おいしい。ちょっとココナッツ、フォークを使いなさいよ。
No, it's fine. I made these with eating them by hand in mind.
え？ケーキを手づかみで食べるんですか？
You normally eat manju buns or a financier with your hands, don't you? It's easier for kids to eat. Granted, I also considered adults eating them as well.
まんじゅうと同じか。肝心なのは味だ。
美味しい美味しいよ。まあナッツは何を食べても美味しいだからな。でもこれは本当に美味しいです。
Aw.
私も一口。あらあら、本当に美味しいじゃないの、歌唱。
I'm glad to hear it.
これは周りは何なのかしら。これはフランボワーズのメレンゲね。面白いわよね。フォークが刺しにくいくらいだからよっぽど硬いのかと思ったら、食べやすさと食感のバランスがいいわよね。
I feel so bad to the mom here. I always cut her sentences short just because I don't know when she's done talking. She takes so many pauses.
兄様、この中の白いところはバタークリームですね。
Ooh, buttercream. That it is.
千賀千賀なしのイチゴを使って甘さは控えめでとろける味わいにしてるって歌唱が言ってたぞ。ふにゃ、お口の中でパチパチしてます。
Like Pop Rocks?
パチパチパチパチ。
Pop Rocks with a cake? I mean, I've never heard of it, but I would be down to try.
何かしらこれ、食べたことない。これはチョコで包んだベタクリスピーですね。
Oh, like popper. I can't speak. I completely lost my train of thought. Let's continue. Oh, I'm surprised you knew, Cinnamon.
ちょっと前に厨房にあったもので。つまみ食いしちゃダメって言ってるでしょ。一番奥は柚子と葛のジュレ寄せですね。
I'm sure all the things that they're saying are very delicious. I'm not really up on, food terms.
いろんな柚子を試したよな。
I had Azuki help me with me a bunch. This cake uses citrons from the Shikoku region.
柚子の香りがとっても素敵ね。いろいろな味が溶け合ったものがほんと落ち着く感じだわ。
Pop Rocks, that's what they were. Back to my other train of thought. I've never heard of Pop Rocks covered in chocolate. I don't know how that would taste. I want to incorporate more of a Japanese style taste this time around, but there are already so many Japanese style sweets that use matcha.
どうして和風なんですか？
Because I was raised in Japan and taught me to make Japanese sweets. Dad taught me to make Japanese sweets, and my mentor taught me Western sweets, so I thought about making a cake that represents me. And I figured that was the only cake suitable to feed Dad.
だそうですよ。お父様、どうかごくり。
He's just sitting there going, do I eat the cake or do I not?
ドキドキドキドキ。おいしいおいしい。お兄ちゃん、もう一個食べていい？
Everyone's so tense except for Coconut. She's like, I'd like another! Sure.
そんなに見ていたら食べにくい。
Everyone hurriedly averts their eyes. Is that you eating?
ショコラ、座って。どうなのかしら？落ち着け、ブルメ。
All of a sudden his clothes rip off like at the end of Food Wars.
どうですか、お父様。
Are you eating my cake or are you having an orgasm? Dad takes one bite and stops moving. He looks solemnly into the cake in his hand. He returns the cake to the plate and stands up. Dad turns his back towards us and begins to leave the room. It was so good. He's like, I have to go. I have to change my pants because I have had an accident. Is it not good enough? I grip my teeth tight. However, it's neither out of anger or frustration. I'm going to put a smile on your face, Dad. Mark my words, with sweets that I've made myself. I'll do it again. And I'll make one and come back again. Huh?
歌唱うまかった。
We did it! My father strains that out of his mouth and exits the living room. He's like, it's so good, but I didn't want to admit it, but damn, that was good. It was good? Oh, whew. Oh, okay, he just wiped the sweat from my brow. Whew. That was a tense moment. Yeah, he did. I could cry.
やるじゃん。おめでとう歌唱。ちょっとかっこよかったわ。おめでとうございます、歌唱さん。
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. I was too busy focused on you vibrating.
僕も泣けてきて。よかったよ。
Again, same thing I said before to cinnamon there, Coconut. I'm too focused on you vibrating.
よかったです。お兄ちゃん、よかった。
I hope I'm not,
楽だっての、お前ら。
I hope I'm not missing important story things. I'm too focused. Focused.
何よ、あずきだって涙ぐんでるじゃないの。バカ、これはわさびが染みたんだ。いや、わさび使った料理出てないでしょ。どうしたんですか、兄様。
Give me a minute. I'm sitting here in bliss. Ah, my father liked my cake. Ah, I'm so happy. Nothing. I'm glad that he said that something I made was delicious. I'm just a little confused.
お世辞なんかではないと思います。父様はああいう方ですから、味については本当のことしか言いません。
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But why did he take a bite and then leave, if that's the case? I look at the cake left. I look at the cake left on the plate.
美味しかったら全部食べたくなるよね。夕飯は軽くだったと言ってた。そいつはお前。
Does this mean I'm still missing something?
大丈夫。ちゃんと美味しいわよ、歌唱。
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that,
お
but...
父様のこと、まだ気持ちをすべて察することはできてないみたいね。
He's feeling defeat. The full picture. Well, yeah, that's not possible. I'm trying to imagine the best I can, but...
そうかもしれないわね。お父様がね、歌唱のケーキを。
It looks like a gobstopper. The layers. It's like an ogre and an onion. Talk or eat. Pick one, please. You picked eat.
美味しかった。お茶をいただけるかしら。はい、どうぞ。クリスマスっていいわね。
I do like Christmas, but I don't like all of the, in your face, buy Christmas things now! And it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Heck, you get to see Christmas stuff before Halloween stuff happens now. It's ridiculous.
母様、父様のお気持ちの件は。そういえば途中だったわね。大丈夫なのか、おかみさん。
My cake made her lose her mind.
歌唱、もうお父様のためにケーキを作らなくてもいいわよ。
Because your father is a grouch. He's a Grinch on Christmas. What do you mean by
あ
that?
なたはもうお父様に認められたということよ。これからはあの人が食べたい時にあなたのケーキを食べると思うわ。わざわざ持ってこなくてもね。しぐれが買ってきてくれる分には私は嬉しいわよ。
Man, I feel like this family eats a lot of cakes, and they are still thin. I hate anime's logic, but I also love it because the characters don't really change much.
確かにうまかったと言ってくださいました。
Unless it's a time skip.
それならばどうして一口だけしか食べてくださらなかったのでしょうか。
I'm not crying. It's just a beautiful day for rain. I'm not crying.
まあそういうことだな。涙、よっぽど嬉しかったのでしょう。でもあなたたちに泣いている顔を見られたくなかったのね。
Dad was crying?
あの年になると男の人って泣いている姿を見られるのが恥ずかしくなるのね。そういうことだったんですね。お父様の歌唱への厳しさが和の道にしても洋の道にしても職人を志したからには半端に終わってほしくないという思いから。あなたはその思いに十分に応えてくれたわ。お父様の後悔を受け。お父様の後悔ですか？
I keep cutting her off. I do apologize.
歌唱の頑張りはお父様の後悔と、そしてもう一人の方の心の痛みを和らげてくれたと思うの。
Sorry, Marley's back there. She's having a dream. Oh, did I wake you up? Huh? One other person? What do you mean?
お父様のお父様、おじい様のことは知っているわよね、歌唱。
Oh, wait. Maybe my grandfather was Benet's son. Well, a bit from childhood memories.
私は覚えていないです。
No, that wouldn't make sense. Because Benet's rather, like, I wouldn't say old, but not young. She's, like, probably in her 50s. But she wouldn't have a son who would also have a grandkid, would they? I don't know.
そうね。おじい様はこの水無月家の跡取りだったわ。老舗和菓子屋の長男で和菓子職人として育った。
Did I make this prediction correctly? Is Cashew's father actually Benet's son?
兄様や父様と同じですね。
I will be so freaking floored if I got this right.
そしておじい様と結ばれたお相手は
I did! I got it right! Holy shit! I have not played this before. I completely made that up at random. Holy shit!
おばあ様は日本へ観光に訪れていたらしいわね。
Oh, don't tease me with what I think is that and not be that.
流しを見に来た時、おじい様とおばあ様は目が合った瞬間にどちらも一目惚れだったという話よ。うにゃー、ロマンスです。一目惚れ、わかる。そんで歌唱の親父さんが生まれたわけか？おじい様とおばあ様の間にできた男の子がお父様、須浜さんね。とても仲のいい家族だったわ。
Oh, just get it done and over with. Tell me it's Benet.
私は須浜さんとは幼なじみでね、幸せだった。
Yes, it is Benet!
ところが
She said she had a death in the
お
family.
父様の兄が亡くなってしまったの。
Oh shit! High five me.
彼
Huh?
女の実家はフランスでは名の知れた洋菓子職人だったらしくて、
Oh, I bet Cassie's just like.
そのずっと悩んでらしたけれど、おばあ様はフランスへと帰国してしまったの。
I'm sorry. This is not the time for me to be cutting off the mother sentence. This is some deep shit.
おじい様と須浜さんを残して。
Wait, just a second. This story. Are you telling me that? Oh, I know the title for this one already. Someone is calling me. I'll just let that go to voicemail so I don't mess up the recording. And Shigura realizes it too.
しぐれ、あなたは会ったのよね。
It is Benet, because she's the only French woman that she's met. Well, that we've seen.
はい。あなたは歌唱と違って人をよく見てるから、何か気づいたんじゃないかしら。はい。父様の面影があると思いました。
Oh man, I was right! This is crazy. There's some shocking twists at the end. I never had a clue. I never even noticed.
歌唱のお師匠様、ベニエさんはね、あなたのおばあ様なの。
Oh man.
驚愕の真実。
So wait a minute. I think what I know why the father got a burr up his ass, because he knew what his mother was and that Cashew actually trained under her, and he's had her sweets before, and he's trying to replicate that taste, and he got a burr up his butt because like, you're trying to make my mom's baking? How dare you?
マジか。ごめんなさい、兄様。知っていながら黙っていました。
I feel really accomplished now that I predicted that. I had no idea. Yeah, the only thing I was just like, my brain just went like, oh, she went to Japan and met someone and had a kid. Oh, well, is it Cashew or is it Cashew's father? That's the only thing my brain went to. You know, now that you mention it, there were a few hints in the past. Why didn't either you or my mentor say anything,
ベ
Shigure?
ニエさんから、いえ、おばあ様から口止めされていました。兄様はパティシエとして大切な時期にある。余計なことは言わないようにと。今の歌唱ならその言葉の意味が理解できるのではないかしら。
I can see the point. My mind had hit rock bottom at the time. So I found out that it might have made matters even worse. I don't know if you heard that car just drove by with its brrr, brrr going. I would have wondered if the reason Dad wouldn't approve of Western sweets was because of a feud with his own mom or something like that. Now that I've gotten Dad's approval, I understand that's not the case, but...
結果的にしぐれには苦しい思いをさせてしまったわね。いえ、自分が勝手にフランスまで行っておばあ様から聞き出してしまったことですから。
I see. Seeing how you're her granddaughter, it must have been a lot for her.
親切な方に違いはありませんが。ああ、そういうことだったんですね。
Wait a minute. So technically, in a way, Phrase is part of the Cat Girl family. She's part of the Mitaduki family because Benet is my grandma. Huh. So technically, we have 7 Cat Girls now.
何を唐突に。歌唱さんのお父さんが作った生クリームがお師匠さんの味に近いって言ってたじゃありませんか。
Oh, yeah, I completely glossed over that in my reasons for thinking of that fact.
あ、そうか。
I thought it may have just been because he studied Western sweets just, to show me up. The child my mentor used to make sweets for was my dad.
老舗和菓子屋の世継ぎを奪うことはできないとおばあ様は考えたのね。結局息子であるスハナさんを置いてフランスに帰国したわ。
I think she did say that she lost the name to her family's restaurant. Either it was on her side of the family or she meant that she lost the Minaduki name. Yeah, I heard about that from Mentor herself. Yeah, it was that.
歌唱からそのお師匠さんのことを聞いたとき、心臓が止まるかと思うくらい驚いたのよ。
I don't know if I don't know if Cashew meeting Benet was complete coincidence, or she sought him out and was just like, "Hey, well, you just come here and do some culinary work with me."
でも言わないということはきっと何かあるのだろうと思って黙っていた。
Don't worry, it's not a big deal to me. I can more or less see why Mentor would keep things a secret. She probably thought that telling me would get in the way of me realizing my own faults. Cashew, she's your grandma now. You can stop calling her Mentor. But the real question is, what does Dad think of Grandma? I'm going to say Grandma instead of Mentor now that I know who she is. Does he happen to hold a
どう
grudge?
してそう思うの？
Well, because she was never invited to grandfather's or her husband, she was never invited to grandfather's, her husband's funeral.
めいちゃん、お葬式って普通は呼び物？そういえば私たちお葬式って見たことないわね。何それ？お別れ会。なんだか悲しいね。お前ら静かにしとけ。今大切な話してんぞ。
That's probably the nicest way you could put a funeral, is that it's a farewell party. You're bidding farewell to a loved one and you're just expressing your memories of them throughout the thing, through your own grief process. So why was it that she was never invited to the funeral?
スハナさんが恨んでいるのかいないのか内心のことはわからないわね。でも葬儀に呼ばなかったのはおばあ様のことを思ってのことじゃないかしら。
Maybe. What do you mean?
おじい様は老舗の和菓子屋の主だもの。本来なら喪主を務めるべき奥さんが通夜にも間に合わず葬儀にだけフランスから来て どんな目で見られるかしら。だから私からおじい様が亡くなったことだけお伝えしたのよ。
The mutual acquaintance my grandmother was talking about is apparently my mom.
子供の頃の須花さんは母親に捨てられたと思っていたわ。でも大人になって店を継いでからは実家の味を守ろうと帰国した母親の考えを理解した。
Yeah, I'm sure if placed in the same situation, Dad would have done the same thing.
そうね。きっと私と子供たちを置いて行ってしまうわね。
Well, he is very stern and sullen. I mean, I'm sure he'd leave us in a heartbeat, not even shed a tear. But stop talking bad about the daddy.
まだ子供たちも幼いのに。ゆゆゆ。
We're not young anymore.
幼くはないですね。
You're still young, Shigure.
まあそんなことになったら私は地球の裏側だろうと一緒に行きますけれど。
I think like the average age of the cat girls too is like 2. Yeah, make sure you do that. One parent bragging about the other is a perfect way to make things awkward. Of course, it's been a year, I think, since the last game, so the average age is probably shot up to like 3.5.
何にしても先ほども言ったように水無月を取り巻く方々の中にはおばあ様に否定的な人もいるの。そういう人たちと衝突しないよう須浜さんは母親のことなど忘れたかのように振る舞っていたのでしょう。ああいう性格の人だから内心のことを話したりしないわ。半分は私の想像よ。
I was so close to pressing next there. See how long she takes in between sentences? It's so long-winded.
話半分に聞いておいた方が良さそうですね。あらあら、しぐれちゃん。でもこれだけは間違いないわ。須浜さんは一度はおばあ様と会っておくべきだったと今では後悔しているのよ。
Well, that's good that he does regret that he hasn't visited his mom. I mean, I would feel sad if I've never met my mom.
道を違えたと思うよ。親子だもの。
Or, well, if I haven't seen her for pretty much most of my life.
良かったはずだわ。それなら今すぐにでも会いに行けばいいと思いますわ。きっとおばあ様も喜びます。過ぎた時は戻らない。今になって会ってもおばあ様は謝罪するばかりでしょう。須浜さんはそれを望んではいないわ。あの二人が望んでいるのは須浜さんが子供だった頃に母親であるベニエさんがそばにいること。自分たちが選ばなかった道、捨ててしまった選択。
Regret.
会いたいなら会いに行けばいいと思います。ご主人の父上も段ボール箱で送る？
We can't mail them like you guys did to yourselves.
ショコラたちやったよね。引っ越し屋さんに運ばれてご主人様の新しいお家まで。トラックの中が埃っぽかった。ショコラはこの荷物重いって言われてプンプンでした。証拠場によかったな。カシオの引っ越し先がフランスじゃなくて飛行機で運ばれてたら大変だったぞ。そうにゃむ？そうかも。貨物室はマイナス50度とからしいぞ。ショコラ凍っちゃう。寒いのは苦手。ブルブル。それは高高度の外気温であって常温の荷室もありますよ。 でも飛んでいる間はずっとトイレすらない箱の中ですが。ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
Yeah, that would suck.
飛行機無理。段ボール箱の話はともかく、やはり会えるうちに会いに行くべきだと思います。
意地とかあるんじゃないかしら。
意地なんでしょうか。
そうじゃねえだろ。今になって会っても互いの後悔が深まるだけ。
なんか悲しいな。後悔が深まる、そうでしょうか。
若いもんはわかんねえかもしれねえけど、
Youngins.
失ったものを突きつけ合うことになるだろ。
Azuki, you can't call anybody youngins when you were like, what are you now, like 4?
私は小豆よりずーっと年上ですよ。それでもね、歌唱が二人の血縁に連なり水無月の味を知るあなたが、時間は巻き戻せないけれど選んだ道が間違いではなかった。歌唱が離れ離れになった家族を
Well, they aren't together
一つにしてくれたの。
yet.
あなたの作ったケーキが。
I united the family. No, I didn't, because the dad still hasn't met his mom. I'm the eldest son of a Japanese pastry shop family, but I decided to become a Western pastry chef, so I thought that I actually split up the family instead.
私ずっと須浜さんとおばあ様の心の傷が癒されたらいいな。
And that's why the dad got so teary-eyed, because it reminded him of his mom's sweets when he finally took a bite of my food.
本当にありがとう。歌唱、素晴らしいことです、兄様。
I am pretty awesome, aren't I? Oh, well, I mean, I just kinda... I did what I wanted to do, that's all. Baka.
なんか職場にみたいなこと言ってんな、歌唱。
好きだからやってるんですよね、ご主人様。
Oh no, they're living with me too much. Their personalities are starting to rub off on me.
大正解。
Maybe because they're always rubbing up on me. I'm bad. Yeah, maybe you're right. Still, I can't keep up with you. Mom, did you know that this day would come from the moment you found out I was taken in as an apprentice?
だから兄様が店を出すことにも陰ながら協力してくださったのですか？
Wait, she did?
私が兄様をお手伝いすることもずっと許してくださっていた理由はさて
I wonder. Yes, it was my plan all along.
何にしても歌唱にもしぐれにもおばあ様やお父様みたいな後悔もしてほしくないと願っているわ。欲しいものはすべて手に入れなさい。大切だと思うものは諦めてはダメよ。
Yeah, I had been contemplating of being recognized by Dad was the right decision. But I thought it was what I needed, so I never gave up. As a result, I feel like I've matured, and it ended up helping our family too.
大切だと思うもの諦めてはダメ。大切だと思うものご主人様私にとってはショコラ、ご主人も大切。
Vanille's like, I guess you're important too. You feed me and give me a place to live.
歌かしら。
私はめいちゃんのこと大切だよ。
Yeah, of course you do, Cinnamon.
歌ね、歌しかないわね。あとは紅茶かしら。
めいちゃん
もう冗談よ。みんなのことも大切よ。
めいちゃん感動しすぎてシナモン潤っちゃう。
Maple's just like, oh my gosh, I can't even deal with you right now.
私は別に今の暮らしがあればいいかな。 たまにいいもんが食いてえくらいで。
大切なもの、欲しいもの。
I'm gonna guess food.
写真撮りたい。
Oh, never mind.
そういえば途中でしたね。
でも親父さん戻ってきてないぞ。ショコラ呼んできます。
ショコラが行くなら私も。
Both chocolate and vanilla scoot out of the living room.
ちょっと大丈夫なの？
怒られちゃったりしませんか？きっと大丈夫よ。お父様にとってショコラちゃんやバニラちゃんは孫みたいなものだから。
Probably shouldn't tell him what I've been doing to the cat girls that he sees as grandchildren.
なるほど。なんだかんだ言って孫には弱いよな。
私はできれば娘だと思ってほしいのだけれど。
姉ちゃんってばエッチだよ。
Why?
なんでよ、エッチなことは言ってないでしょ。
Well, certain people would disagree, you know, they Rule 34 artists.
僕も娘がいいな。
いや、ナッツは孫枠だろ。
僕だって体は大人びてるよ。
That is very true.
頭は子供って自覚はあるんだな。
Also true.
あずきだって孫扱いだよね。ちっちゃいし。
Oh no.
ちっちゃいって言うな。マンチカ舐めてんのかこれ。ふしゃー。
喧嘩はダメだよ。
Yeah, it's Christmas. We're supposed to get along.
放っておきなさいよ。じゃれてるだけよ。
Oh, look at cinnamon. Not cinnamon. No, look at Coconut's pouty face. I didn't even notice that at first. He's a sucker for grandchildren, huh? Reminds me that my grandma taught me all that she knows despite saying she didn't take apprentices. So the reason she readied a room for me was because we're family then. I think she was impressed by my enthusiasm. Guess I had a big head.
何を言っているの、カシオ。あのお父様の母親なのよ。
When you put it that way.
しぐれの買ってきてくれたフィナンシェを食べて確信したわ。あれは妥協や容赦をするような人の味じゃない。おばあ様は孫だからといって覚悟の足りない者にあれこれ教える方ではないはずよ。そう思います。私には厨房の道具を触らせてくれませんでした。
Uh-huh. You might have a point. She never once snapped or shouted in a coarse manner at me, but I could always feel her gaze saying shape up or ship out. Toward me and toward herself, my grandma never played favorites just because I'm her grandson. In fact, if I had known she was my grandmother, I would have expected her to ease up, and I wouldn't have learned to my fullest potential. Granted, I'd like to think I wouldn't be that weak-willed, but still. It wasn't long ago that I tried to do everything on my own. But I have Dad's teachings, Grandma's teachings, Mom's help, my little sister's support, as well as my cat girls cheering me on. And lastly, despite thinking that we're butting heads, my dad's earnest care and consideration for me. What else can I even say? I'm blessed.
兄様。
ちゃっちゃーん、お父様をお連れしました。ショコバにもうちょっと余韻とか考えろ。にゃ。
He's like, ugh, these cat girls are. I love them as grandchildren, but they need to leave every once in a while. Give me my personal space. Dad, we're taking a photo. Would you mind being in it?
お願いします。
ココナツちゃんが部屋に飾る写真が欲しいんですって。
それなら 仏頂面の私なんぞ入っていない方がよかろ
ダメ。
う。ん？
家族だから。家族は一緒がいいです。
Oh!
そうだな。
He smiled! Coconut made him smile. I knew there was a reason she was my favorite cat girl.
やっぱ孫だよな。
And apparently, she's his favorite.
いいんじゃない？孫にしかできないことがあるもの。
では父様、そこへ座ってください。母様も。はい、寄って寄って。これポートレート用のレンズなんで画角が狭いんです。
Don't take an indoor group shot with a long distance lens. But it's pretty good. Maybe I'll take a copy too. It's not really a family photo. Cashew and Shigure aren't in it.
勝った記念にでもしようってのか、歌唱。
Yes, I'm going to frame it and laminate it. Good idea. But today's the day I felt the weakest in my life. I'm still a novice with a long way to go. So yeah, I look forward to working with you.
歌唱。
はい、セット完了です。さあ、兄様も入ってください。
Oh, they haven't taken the photo yet. Wait, is Cinnamon grabbing Maple's boob? There they are. The camera starts emitting a quick set of beeps. The shutter makes a few snaps as it takes the photo.
はい、ありがとう。それ私ももらうからな。ショコラも欲しいです。私のショコラコレクションに抜けは許されない。私も欲しいです。
みんながもらうなら私ももらっておこうかしら。
わかりました。全員分印刷するから待っててください。すぐ印刷してきますから。
This has to be near the end, right?
どんな風に撮れたの、しぐれ様。
こんな感じですよ。
Shigure shows Coconut the camera's LCD display.
あー、すごいよ。お兄ちゃんはやっぱりすごいね。
Me?
ほら、みんなが笑顔だよ。やっぱりお兄ちゃんのケーキは笑顔にしてくれる。
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you guys.
歌唱。今後も精進するがいい。
He complimented us! Dad says that he reaches over the cake he left on his plate.
お茶入れましょうか。
賛成。ご主人様、ショコラたち頑張りましたか？
Yes, you did a good job here. You get some sympathy head pats.
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。頑張った？にゃーん。
Yes. Yeah, you're both good cat girls.
歌唱、お疲れさん。
One last head pat for everybody. Oops, I gotta unhighlight that. Thanks. Oh no! Cinnamon and Coconut. I don't get to head pat them one last time? Oh.
Nekopara.
Shigure photoshopped it for them. After leaving the Minaduki house, I returned to La Solier. This might be a longer one because I kind of want this to be the last
帰り
episode.
道で見たキラキラのクリスマスツリー、綺麗でした。目がチカチカした。
Yeah, I bet. Due to it still being Christmas Eve, the main street on the way back was bustling. I've been busy since this morning, and I do feel pretty exhausted, but my exhilaration is getting the better of me. I'm still not sleepy. I prepare some hot cocoa, and with that, sit down and chat with Choco and Vanilla. I added
お
words
父
to
様もお
that.
母様もとっても喜んでいましたね、ご主人様。
They were. I'm glad I put in the work.
私も嬉しい。
美味しかった。
I appreciate it.
一つ不思議。
What's that?
ご主人のケーキは前から美味しかった。今日のケーキも美味しかったけれど、今日になって認めてくれたのはなぜ？クリスマスだから？
Well, I can't really say that for certain since it's my dad's private thoughts, but I feel like past me would have thought only of himself.
そんなことありません。ご主人様はショコラたちのことも。
Yeah, but I wasn't able to focus on the stuff with Dad.
続けて。
I was demanding things out of my dad with no regard for him, like a child begging. Yeah, I'm using a controller, but it's just so I could have my headphones plugged in and not have to worry about stuff messing up with the recording. If I tried to put myself in Dad's shoes, I would have realized how terribly unreasonable I was being. I was raised to be the heir of a Japanese pastry shop, but I proposed that I'd be a Western pastry chef and basically demanded he say that I made was good. It's a natural desire to say your food is so good that you don't even need to eat it to know, no matter what it may taste like. I need to put myself in people's shoes more often. A one-sided push for pushing smiles on people's faces doesn't really make sense.
一方的な押し付け。相手の気持ちを。難しいです。さすがはご主人様。
No, that's not right. You and the others were the ones who taught me this.
ショコラ、また何かやっちゃいました？
気づかないうちに世界を変えてしまっていたとは。
I wouldn't take it that far, but you guys are always considering things from my perspective. Even on the night we got back to Japan, you guys had dinner all ready for us. Miso soup, pickled vegetables, the works.
メイプルちゃんが言い出したことですけど。
味噌汁を作ったのは私。褒めていい？
Fine, I'll get to praise you.
にゃ
There. I'm not just talking about that night either. I mean all the times in the past too. Sure, your guys didn't nail it every time, but you did try to consider my feelings. Compared to all of you guys, I've been nothing but a kid thinking about himself.
ショコラたち、大人でしたか？
Yeah, you've all taught me a lot.
それならそうと口で言えばよかったのでは？
You've never been explicitly told, okay, let's consider others' feelings since childhood, have you?
ふにゃ？
特には。
But in the truest sense, you never know what someone else is feeling, even if you try to give it consideration. You don't know if you're right or not. There are a lot of times where you think you're being considerate, but you're actually just interpreting things in a way convenient to yourself, right? Or where you end up labeling someone as impossible to understand. Being able to consider things from their point of view, isn't a skill you pick up through practice. It's a matter of personality, character, if you will.
おー。
Choco is like, oh, I don't understand any of that, and the smoke is pouring out of her ears.
よくわからない。
It's like there's no kid in existence that gets told to be an adult and just suddenly becomes one. I think what I needed was growth on a mental level. And to make sure they didn't impede my journey, neither my mentor nor my father told me what it was I needed in the first place. Not saying anything and waiting is part of the teaching process. I feel like that's another thing I've learned coming out of this.
成長って大変なんですね。
Well, certain places growth means it gets hard.
わかったような、わからないような。いつか理解できるかもしれない。
Yeah, I'm not the best at voicing my thoughts, so maybe I didn't do a good enough job explaining. I think I'm pretty similar to Dad in that regard. According to my grandma, my grandfather wasn't the most articulate man on earth either. I smile awkwardly, blaming my traits on lineage.
ところでですね、ご主人様、
Yeah?
大人なショコラとしてはずっと我慢していたことがあるのですが、
主人、感謝は言葉だけ？ 他のご褒美も期待したい。
Some other form of reward, but I don't have anything prepared. Which is pathetic considering it's Christmas of all days. My plan was to bake some financier in the middle of the night, but I'm not sure if I can do that without being found out.
物じゃなくて、
Not with an item, but a thing.
ショコラはご主人様を待っているんですよ。
Oh.
今日はサンタさんの格好だから、サンタさんからご主人にプレゼント。
Wait, there's no menu popping up for people not being around. I might need to edit this out.
プレゼントはショコラたちです。やったー。
That's what you meant.
ダメですか？疲れてますか？ずっと大変だった。無理にとは言わない。
Well, I guess I could just lay there and have them do all the work. Right, ever since Mom's birthday, I've had a lot on my plate, and I haven't had any time to myself. That's no way to treat my companions. I'm sorry, I'll give you both as much attention as you need
いい
tonight.
んですか？ご主人様。明日も忙しいって言われるかと。
That's fine, I'll have coffee. Yeah, it's sure gonna be busy. There'll be a ton of customers on Christmas Day, too. I've been holding out myself. You know.
ご主人のエッチ。
There's a rattle of the door, followed by an opening. Startled, I look in the direction to find...
ちょっと待ちなさい。
Here. There.
ショコラちゃんとバニラちゃんだけなんで、ずるいです。
Oh, there we are.
こんなことになってんじゃねえかと思って来てみりゃ。
Oh, am I with all of them? Oh, okay.
お兄ちゃん、僕たちも我慢してたよ。
Okay, we get it. We're all pent up. We need to release.
カショ私を恋猫にしたこと忘れたわけ？
It's not my fault you don't live with me. You'd probably do it more if you did.
カシオさん、私もう我慢できません。
You're the one I'm worried about the most, Cinnamon.
もう私はこいつらが心配でついてきただけで、別に何も期待しちゃいねえんだけどな。
Oh, shut up, you tsundere. You know you love it. Sorry, I care about all of you very much. Would you all mind doing it together?
ご主人、今日で人生が終わっても構わないという覚悟？
Vanilla's like, we're going to boink you to death.
はは、言ったな、カショ。腰抜かすなよ。
お兄ちゃん大好き。みんなと一緒に。ちょっと心の準備が。
I know I'm not ready.
ほらほら、姉ちゃん、置いていかれちゃうよ。レッツゴー。
There are other people around you, yes. Maybe later.
やっぱりチューじゃないでしょうか。
Wait, I did pick the right one, right?
ドキドキ。ご主人と。
まあ、
せっかく。
Okay, I did pick there are other people around you. Okay, let's just scroll through this thing. It's like, we're gonna kiss, I see, but kiss, kiss, blah, blah, kiss, blah, blah. Sorry, I'll make you do it more.
本当？やった！毎日できるの？
This must be after the fact.
毎日じゃこっちの身が持たねえっつうの。
Your body wouldn't last. I don't think Cashew's body would last.
それじゃあ目を閉じて、恨みっこなしでカシオさんがお好きな相手としてくださいね。
その順番作るようなのやめようか。僕もちょっと自信ない。
You're not confident? You should be.
やだー、順番なの？
大丈夫。私の中ではショコラが一番。
そっか、ありがとう、バニラ。何も解決してねえだろ、それ。じゃんけんで決めようぜ。いいだろ、カショ。
That would help things, yeah. I honestly think you're all number one. Although you guys end up having to take turns anyway. Yeah, because he only has one thing. I never want to put one of you over the other or leave any of you hanging. After all, you're all my cat companions.
じゃんけんポンポンポン
I cannot say cat companions without a slight giggle.
あいこでしょよっしゃ
今後出し後出し
Ugh.
ご主人の思い嬉しい。
Well, just as long as it gets communicated to you, you know, you and your AI robot stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know if you actually feel feelings.
一番手 V
Yeah, Vanilla, thank you for everything. Not just for me, but for Chocolate and other stuff as well. You're always there to look over them. That's a great help.
それはショコラとご主人が好きだから。
And a Christmas miracle happened. She became a real girl. A real cat girl, I should say.
私が好きでやってること。
Yeah, I know. Still, thanks. I need you around, Vanilla.
そう意外と嬉しい。うん
All good?
大丈夫。
Gotcha. Then, next up.
チュー
Choo. That was cute. Hmm.
チューチュー
Cinnamon kisses me passionately.
チュー素敵でしたよ歌唱さん。
Always the assertive one, huh, Cinnamon? Yes, she is very assertive.
恥ずかしいです。でもしたいことはしたいって言わないとダメって歌唱さんが教えてくれましたから。
Yeah, you're right. You never shy away.
はい歌唱さんの言葉にも自分の気持ちにも素直になろうって思ってるんです。
Mm-hmm. I think it's a good quality.
じゃあ次は私ね。歌唱私のこと好き。
Of course, I love you, Maple.
それならキスしていいわよ。
Maple gives me her permission, so I bring in my lips. I'm skipping through the kissing noises just because there's no dialogue. The kiss isn't rough, but it does feel rich. Maple, I love you.
わかってるわよ。さっき聞いたもの。
Maple's face immediately turns beet red.
はいお兄ちゃん次は僕ね。
I was gonna say, if you were last, they were like, oh, we're saving the best for last, but I guess you're not last. That's right.
なんか緊張してきた。僕もお兄ちゃんのこと大好きだよ。だけどキスってよくわからなくて。
That's good, we can practice.
あ、もちろんお兄ちゃんと何回もしてるし少しは慣れてきたと思うんだけど、こうやって改めてキスするってなるとうまくできるのかなとか、僕だけ下手じゃないかなとかいろいろ考えちゃう。
You are thinking about this too much. I covered Coconut's talkative tongue with my own. She should follow her heart, not just with kissing, but with everything. Any love will get communicated regardless. Phew!
息するのを忘れちゃってた。僕うまくできた。
10 out of 10, thumbs up. Don't worry, there's no good or bad jobs. We kissed, and my love got communicated to you, didn't it?
うん、お兄ちゃんの気持ち伝わってきた。僕の気持ちは
Of course I got them.
よかった。
じゃあ次はショコラか？アズニャンだよ。 まあ歌唱がどうしてもって言うならしてやらねえこともねえけど。
It's not like I like you or anything.
本当にしたいのか。
Azuki, when things are busy or when things are feeling tough, you're always taking care of me.
いやたまたまだろ。
You have your hands full with the other cat girls too, right? You're always taking care of them. You're so kind, Azuki. There's no way I wouldn't love you. You get that, right?
好きならキスしたいもんか。
I do.
そうか。じゃあするか。キス。
Yeah, 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 those were those noises.
息吸えねえだろ。
It's fine. That's how kisses go.
恥ずかしいだろ。みんな見てるのに。
Well, compared to probably what just happened before, everybody was watching during that. That's probably more embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. I love you, and you kissed me to reciprocate that.
フランス帰りめ。歌唱のその言葉がもう私には恥ずかしいっての。
Is that so?
ほら次はショコラだ。待ちすぎて顔色変わってるぞ。
And she's also empty in the head. Look at that expression.
なってにゃいなってにゃいよ。ご主人様を待ちすぎて気が遠くにゃんてなってにゃい。
Sorry about that. Chocola.
ご主人様。
Shivers start to go down Chocola's spine. She's getting turned on again.
ショコラちゃん気持ちよくなっちゃったみたいですね。
いいなあ。僕もああいうキスしたいな。
2週目ですね。それは歌唱も疲れてるんじゃないの？
No, no, not at all. I set my resolve. I guess I'll just keep going until you guys say stop then. Alright, game time, boys!
やったー。またお兄ちゃんとキスできるんだ。
Meanwhile, they're sitting down there going, please stop, we can't do it anymore.
おいおい歌唱後悔するぞ。ナッツなんか飯と同じで底なしだぞ。
It'll be fine. I'm in the mood today.
ご主人様とまたキスしちゃうんだ。また。
2週目。
I see. Vanilla, you knew that this would happen, so you made yours short the first time on purpose.
ご主人は猫に甘いから。
She's not wrong. Well, it's not like I can deny that. I don't stand a chance against a cat girl who's captured my heart.
あと1回くらいご主人とキスできる？
What are you talking about, Vanilla? Just once? We'll keep this up until the break of dawn. Oh, God. And Cashew died. The end. Merry Christmas! Oh, that is the end. I'll let this play out. Alright, I thoroughly enjoyed that, guys. So I'm gonna look forward to the projects that are coming up for my channels. It's gonna be big. Oh wait, there's more? Oh, there's more! The following day,
どういうことかしら。クリスマスは昨日終わったはずだけど。
姉ちゃん、お外に行列が。
ただいま。配達行ってきたよ。お兄ちゃん、外にいっぱいお客さんがいるけど、どうしたの？
did Shigure film the Neko slumber party and just sell it online? That's what I'd like to ask. To think we have this many customers coming out in the middle of the day, even though it's the day after Christmas.
ご主人、電話が来ている。
A phone call? If it's an order, ask for the date and number. And if there's any spot on the reservation list, then we can put them down for...
雑誌の電話取材。
What? Well, I'd like to, but now's not really the time.
ご主人様、シュークリームとモンブランとイチゴタルトが売り切れました。
Huh? But it's still only afternoon. I was convinced that those would last until evening.
他のケーキも残りが少ないです。ティータイムにはケーキがなくにゃっちゃうかも。
If that happened, we'd be open with nothing to sell. What in the heck do we do?
おいカショ、ケーキが足りねえぞ。私とバニラが手伝っても全然追っつかねえ。そもそもお前がフロアでうろうろしてたって何もできねえだろうが。
パティシエさん、また猫ちゃんに叱られて。
Ugh. I'm unintentionally putting on a show for the customers. The patissier getting lectured by his cat girl must be a riot. Sorry, Azuki.
取材の電話に対応しとけ。モンシナはレジと飲み物の注文を死ぬ気で回せ。わかったわ。無難に答えとく。
レジとお茶を入れるの頑張ります。
会計を間違えたら尻尾の付け根をくすぐるからな。んでバニラ。
中ポンに戻る。
よし。ショコラ、客席のテーブルをいつまで放っておく気だ。片付け最優先は基本だろ。
はい、わかりました。
Man, Azuki's just taking charge.
次の配達に行く前に少しいいか。
あと20分くらいなら。
よし、20分だけこっちを手伝え。品切れを把握しとけよ。結構多いぞ。
うん、わかったよお姉ちゃん。
カーショー、ぼさっと見てな。全然足りねえぞ。
Who's running this shop, by the way? Right.
真面目な話、今のままじゃテーブルも人手も足りねえぞ。ネットの評判でいつも混んでるなんて書かれ始めてるぞ。
That's sure not
記
good.
念日や週末はこの調子でろくに休憩も入れねえ。週1の定休日だけじゃいくら猫でもそのうち誰か倒れるんじゃねえか。
Good point. Yeah, after all, I've had the realization that I'm pushing myself too hard as
ケ
well.
ーキにしてもお茶にしてもスムーズに回すためにもっと機械を使うとか簡単なレシピにするのはちょっとちげえと思うけどな。
Yeah, you're right. It might be impossible to manage the shop otherwise. Those are measures that every business takes, more or less. However, La Solia's current business model takes after my mentor's patisserie. If we change it, I'm certain things will start tasting different. I want to keep things the same, which is a desire that might be self-serving in the long run, but...
ご主人様、ショコラ頑張ります。頑張ってお役に立ちますから。私ももっと早くなる。見てて。
僕も頑張るからお兄ちゃん。もっと早く走って配達してくるよ。
Chocolate vanilla coconut.
取材終わったわよ。私ももっと手際よくできると思う。だからこだわりなさいよ。パティシエのこだわりの店だってインタビューに答えちゃったんだから妥協しないでよね。
Wait, are we interviewing more workers?
カシオさん、私も頑張ります。今のお店が
Thanks for that, Maple and Cinnamon.
いっぱい頑張ってまた歌唱さんからご褒美を
I'm tapped out for the next couple of days. Sorry, Cinnamon.
夕べのこと思い出して
モンシナ、ちょっと黙ってろ。もう歌唱だって今のやり方を変えたくねえんだろ。
I don't. I'd rather not change the way we handle things.
だよな。いいさ、パティシエのこだわりがねえパティスリーなんざ存在する意味がねえよ。でもそれなら人手を増やさねえとな。それこそ猫の手も借りてってやつだ。
Pussyfooting. Haha, cat terms. Yeah, that's been on my mind.
どっかに優秀な猫はいねえもんかな。
Milk and phrase. Well, it's not like we have to necessarily hire a cat girl per se. The image of a cat girl back in France runs through my head. Phrase. She is a magnificent worker. Of course, Phrase is my grandma's cat girl. I couldn't just bring her with me to Japan. Still, if I had a cat girl that qualified around, I could let the other cat girls take a little break. I feel like I've developed as both a patissiere and as a person, but as a business owner, I've got a lot of problems on my plate. Speak of the
お
devil.
困りのようですね皆さん。兄様、私もお手伝いをしますわ。
You're not a cat girl, though. That'd be great. Are you good for the whole day?
半日だけでも助かるってもんよ。
あ、しぐれちゃんだ。お手伝い超感謝する。いいえ、半日でも一日だけでもありませんわ。
Huh?
私ここラ・ソレイユに今日から住み込みで働きます。
No. You're what?
マジかよ。
住み込み、引っ越し、段ボール箱。
Wait a second, Shigure. Don't you have a lot of other things you've got to manage? I swear, Shigure said that she operates a company, right? She never told me the details, but I think it's a business that's way bigger than La Solier. Plus, she's got school during the weekdays to boot.
今までいろいろと立場があって私は自重してきました。兄様のことは大好きですが、
And this is
弟でもあり
the
ます。
longest I've recorded Nekopara ever. Yeah.
兄様のことを愛しています。
Yeah, as a sibling, right?
父様とおばあ様の後悔と未練の話、とても心に響きました。私、年老いてから後悔を口にしたくはありません。
I love how Cashew just like, yeah, you love me as a sibling, right?
自分にとって本当に大切なことを遠ざけて、今しかないこの瞬間を無意味にしたくはないのです。私にとって何が一番大切なのか、それははっきりとしています。兄様との時間が私にとって最も優先するべきことだと悟ったのです。兄様、どうか私がこちらに住み込みで働くのを許してくださいませんか？
Stop giving the Puss in Boots look. Just for reference sake, what did Mom and Dad say?
もちろん父様と母様の許可は得てあります。
You lied.
昨夜までは父様が許可をくださらなかったのですが、晴れて認めてくださいました。
I see. I guess that's one reason why she waited till today to speak up then.
わかってんだろうな、歌唱。
しぐれちゃん、ガンバ。そっか、しぐれも素直になることにしたのね。ドキドキ。
No, she's a sister. If I told you no, would you give up?
私、兄様の妹ですから、きっと諦めは悪い方だと思います。
Yeah, that figures. I didn't give up no matter how many times I clashed with Dad after all. Looks like hard-headedness runs in the family. If this is what you want to do, I won't turn you down. You will be here. You being here will be a great help.
兄様、ありがとうございます。やったー、しぐれちゃん、よろしくにゃ。 やったね。
しぐれ様、おめでとうございます。
しぐれが入ってくれんなら昼飯くれゆっくり食えそうだな。
どこまで本気なのか楽しみね。しぐれちゃん、よかったよ。みんなも一緒ですよ。みんな私の大切な猫たちですから。
Oh, you're all gonna be living here?
まあ当然だよな。私らだけ電車で通ってられねっての。
I mean,
私たちはしぐれの猫だものね。
yeah, it's convenient, but does Cashew have the space?
めいちゃんのいるところが私のいるところだから。
やったー、お兄ちゃんと暮らせるんだね。
みんなも家族がいっぱい楽しい。
箇所まさか文句はねえだろうな。
Of course not. Although this is kind of a shock. He's just standing there, pale white, just like, oh shit. I'm excited that I'll be getting to live with all of you.
おうならいいけどよ。
Shiguri, Azuki, coconut, maple, and cinnamon. I wonder if we have enough rooms for all of you. The Minaduki house and Grandma's house are spacious, but I originally planned to live here on my own,
そ
so...
の点は抜かりありません。大丈夫です、兄様。増築の手配をしておきました。
Of course you have. Oh, I see. You're efficient as always, I
あず
suppose.
きたちは新しく用意した部屋へ。
そりゃいいけどよ。
She expanded my restaurant, didn't she? Azuki and the others. What about you, Shigure?
心配には及びません。私は兄様の部屋です。
No. Huh?
その手があった。
やるわね、しぐれ。
しぐれちゃん大胆。
僕もお兄ちゃんと一緒がいいな。
I can stay with you, Coconut.
おばあ様はおっしゃいました。人生は短い。好きなことを我慢する時間なんてない。
Okay, you can sleep in the same room as me, but I'm putting like a very... I'm going to chain you to your bed every night.
私、もう我
So
慢い
you
たしません。
can't do anything to me in my sleep. Wait. We're both old enough we're staying in the same room as brother and sister, and isn't really... We're both old enough we're staying in the same room as brother and sister isn't really...
私の兄様への愛はノンストップです。
Oh no, she went from having heart eyes, now she has a heart on her tongue. Cashew, you need to get her out. Hey, Sugar, settle down, will you?
後悔しないために、さあ、私の愛を受け止めてください。
That's not what you meant by not waiting, Shigure. Wait, hold on, stop, cease and desist!
大好きです。
Oh, sorry. Is that it?
ネコパラボリューム
Okay.
4。
Anyway, that was Nekopara Volume 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. I thoroughly enjoyed Nekopara all the way up to this point. Hopefully they make more games for this. So anyway, I will see you and all of your beautiful faces in the next video. So laters.
Let the bass go.